Question 1. Why does the color of copper sulfate solution change when iron nail is dipped in it? कॉपर सल्फेट सोल्यूशन है आयरन नेल, तो कॉपर सल्फेट सोल्यूशन प्लस आयरन, रिएक्शन क्या होगी? आयरन सल्फेट बन जाएगा प्लस कॉपर विल बी डिस्प्लेस्ड फ्रॉम कॉपर सल्फेट। तो ये एक सिंगल डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन है। कॉपर सल्फेट का कलर था ब्लू and this blue color was due to the copper ions present in the copper sulfate solution. When copper sulfate reacts with iron, copper ions are displaced by iron, resulting in the formation of iron sulfate. Here oxidation state of iron is +2. So this is iron sulfate is formed and neutral copper atoms are formed. The oxidation state of copper is 0 here. Since iron has displaced copper from copper sulfate, therefore the blue color of copper sulfate solution changes when iron nail is dipped in it. When iron nail is dipped in copper sulfate solution, single displacement reaction takes place. Iron displaces copper from copper sulfate, and due to the unavailability of Cu2 plus ions in the solution, the color changes. Now Cu2 plus ions are, if you see in the product, ferrous sulfate is formed. So Fe2 plus ions are available in the solution. Copper ions are not available in the solution. Therefore, blue color of the copper sulfate solution changes. This is the answer to the first question. Second question. Give an example of double displacement reaction other than the one given in activity 1.10. This is the second one. So another example will be lead nitrate solution plus potassium iodide forms lead iodide plus potassium nitrate. Balanced equation, to balance this will be 2KNO3, here it will be 2Ki. So this is an example of double displacement reaction where in the reactant lead is present with nitrate and potassium is with iodide ion. So after the reaction, lead combines with iodide ion to form lead iodide and potassium combines with nitrate ion to form potassium nitrate. So this is another double displacement reaction. Third question, identify the substances that are oxidized and the substances that are reduced in the following reactions. First one is 4Na solid plus oxygen gas is forming 2Na2O solid. If you see in this reaction, sodium gains oxygen. Sodium combines with oxygen, so sodium is oxidized. Sodium is oxidized. And here in the oxygen molecule, oxygen gas is in the form of oxygen molecule, which is a diatomic molecule. It is made up of 2 oxygen atoms. Now here in oxygen molecule, there were 2 oxygen atoms, out of which one of the oxygen atoms combines with sodium to form sodium oxide. So oxygen loses one of its oxygen, so it is getting reduced. So here oxygen is reduced. Now third question, second part of the third question, CuO solid plus hydrogen gas forms Cu solid plus H2O in liquid state. Now here you can see copper is losing oxygen, so copper is getting reduced. So reduction of copper is taking place and hydrogen is getting oxygen. Hydrogen is combining with oxygen, so hydrogen is getting oxidized. So copper oxide is reduced to copper, hydrogen is oxidized to water.